Welcome to the Operation Game Night podcast. We're back and better than ever because there's three of us finally.
Oh my gosh.
Same podcast. I can't believe
Here we
it.
are.
How long has it been,
as
boys?
always? These guys, Clay and Jared. Welcome.
Hi, Travis.
Hi,
Hello.
Travis.
I'm
We're
excited.
here.
I'm excited that we're all here together today. We are talking about a very exciting game called Star Wars: The Deck Building Game, Clone Wars Edition.
Oh my God.
Nothing gets me going quite like a deck builder.
This one is great.
Nothing gets me going like Star Wars IP. So
Okay, so
I'm fired up.
For those
Get us going.
that don't know anything about this, this is published by Fantasy Flight Games. It is a kind of reskin, re-implementation of Star Realms, which is a 2-player only card battling deck building game. And for those that are unaware, this is a new re-implementation of the Star Wars deck building game standalone edition. And this is a expandalone, meaning that you can take these different factions and mix them in to compete against the other factions in the core Star Wars deck building game. Or you can play this on its own. You can buy this box. It is complete on its own. And this one is just as good as the last one, if not better. So in this game, what you are doing is you are building cards, buying them from what they call the Galaxy deck, which are these either neutral or faction-based cards out in the middle. You're earning resources. You're doing combat. You're influencing the force to either your side or the opponent's side. And you are playing these cards to these different, opponents' ships or bases, or to cards out in the galaxy row that can do damage and earn you eventually blowing up the enemy's bases, which is the end game condition. So core game is, Empire versus Rebels. So you got lots of characters like your Darth Vaders, your Luke Skywalkers, your Leias, your, Boba Fett's, all that good stuff, right? Classic Star Wars. Somehow, no droids in the original set. That was like a glaring omission. No C-3PO, no R2-D2. Where are the droids?
Not one.
Like a pretty blatant omission. Okay, this edition, tons of droids. You've got Separatists and the Republic. The Separatists are the guys that are producing all of the droids, right? They're like on the outer rim. They're, farming these droids out of these factories to go out and fight in the Clone Wars. Then you've got the Republic that has all the clones. They've got all these specialty clone troopers that are in their deck. And this game is so sharp and so perfect. I really enjoyed the original one, but this one just implements everything so much cleaner. There was a kind of a big complaint when the first game came out that unless you played one of the extended versions of the game, which means that you're playing to more of so you win the game by blowing up the opponent's bases, right? You've got a little deck of bases that are cards that each have special abilities. And I have to kind of fight my way through all of their protecting ships that are surrounding their base to get to their planet. That's really what the base is. And when I can do enough damage to those planets, which are, anywhere between 10 and 16 damage, I blow it up and I take their card, their base card, put it in front of me. That's kind of my scorekeeper. And once I blow up 5 planets, then I win the game. And in the original game, the big complaint was the Empire. The Empire, unless you're playing one of the more extended versions, the Empire just rolls over the Rebels. This game feels so much more balanced than the original, and the cards do some really cool stuff that, that I feel like was implemented better in this one, and just more interesting abilities. You've got cards that play off one another. I felt like there was really good balance between the cards that you're playing in your hand or the ones that you are building your deck with versus playing against cards in the Galaxy row. So the bounty hunters, tons of bounty hunters in this one. I found so many times when I was playing a card that said if there's another bounty bounty hunter in the galaxy row, it gets +2 combat or whatever the bonus was. Stuff like that like really occurred very often, and it just felt so much more engaging. And I don't know, I just felt like this one had a lot more life to it. Are you guys familiar with this game, Clay? I know that we've played it before.
Heck yeah, we've played it, Travis. I remember really liking this game when we played it, and I'm not alone. I think one of the things that was like universally like praised about this game is that galaxy row.
Yeah.
And the fact that, there's they're facing different ways.
Yeah.
So like if you're able to buy the card, you see the cost for you to get this card on your side. And then the person sitting across from you sees the cost of how much it would take to defeat that card. So you can be like, there's no way I want Jared to be able to buy Anakin. So I'm going to spend my turn defeating Anakin from the galaxy row.
Yeah.
And that was just such an interesting dynamic of that galaxy row being both like a market and kind of a fighting ground.
Yeah.
Where I haven't seen that in other, almost pure these deck builder battler games. There's quite a few of them out there, but that was kind of the hook of this game that really kind of set it apart from some of the other ones.
So each side has their own galaxy row, and how is that correct statement?
No, there is one singular galaxy row of 7 cards that are laid out. Then you've got a pile of outer rim pilots, which are kind of just a freebie. Like, I have nothing else to spend my money on. I'll get that. But in the galaxy row, the cards are colored differently depending on which faction you're playing as.
Okay.
So you kind of orient them towards whichever faction is going to be able to buy them.
Yes.
The cool thing is, upside down on the other side is a bonus with a health. So like if I'm playing as the Separatists and the Republic has something that they could buy, but I want to destroy it, I have a bonus that is facing me. So if I can do enough damage to it, not only will I prevent the Republic from getting that card, I will also get a bonus from it, whether it's resources, additional combat power. I can influence the Force. I can exile cards, which means like kind of thin out my deck. So there's like this really cool push and pull on this galaxy row, and you can feel it like when you flip a card and like Count Dooku or something comes out, and it's like the big boy card. Like somebody's going to have serious pull. Mace Windu's in this one. When you flip over Mace Windu and he's out there sitting at 8 health or whatever, and 10 attack power or whatever, like people are hyper focused on that, and you might be able to like out strategize and like kind of sneak some additional moves while your opponent is focusing on procuring that or destroying it. And man, that push and pull of that galaxy row is so sharp, and it really makes this game come alive.
Yeah, well, and the other cool thing was you just mentioned it again. I don't know if you talked about it in the overview you gave, but that force tracker, right?
Yeah.
Like you can I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since we played it, but like do certain abilities become active when you have the force more on your side versus the other?
Yeah. So the force track is something that is set on the side of the board, and it's just this kind of sliding scale that's tracked by a little cube. And the Republic will start with the force all the way on their side. And it's kind of a way to balance that starting couple of turns, because the Republic takes some time to get going. And you will play cards, or you will attack opponents' cards, or cards will let you move that force tracker towards your side of the board. And when you like the verbiage is kind of weird, but it says like when the force is with you, which means that force tracker is all the way on your side of the board as far as it can go, you get an additional resource per turn, and cards get bonuses. So like people will get additional attack power. It'll let you, draw an extra card. It will let you pull things out of your exile deck, which are like your thinned out like extra cards that you are no longer using. The cool thing about this one is the Republic has a lot of, when the force is with you cards. The Separatists do not, right? But the Separatists are also thematic because they are so combat heavy based, and all of their bases and their like mega ships are all about producing droids. You can continually like go back to your discard and your exile piles and keep pulling droids out.
Oh, Jared
And
would
so,
love
man,
that.
you're just
I
throwing
was speaking my
droids.
love language right here.
Yeah.
Redrawn cards, getting
Yeah.
bonus cards. Oh yeah, love
Yeah, so like the droids just keep coming back, and there's one of their bases that lets you like, let's say you get a bunch of resources, you can pay those resources instead of buying things from the galaxy row like you normally would with resources. You can spend those to pull droids out of your discard pile straight into your hand, and so typically when you buy from the galaxy row, it goes to your discard pile, so you might not see it for a couple of shuffles. But if you can put something straight into your hand from your discard or straight into your hand from purchasing, it's like a huge advantage. And so I had the base that lets you spend those resources to pull droids back into your hand. And I just like let it rip with like 10 droids. I did tons of damage. It felt so good, like an army of droids all at once. So stuff like that is super thematic and awesome. I love it.
Do you think this is more like an increase in complication from the original Star Wars The Deck Building game, or is it more just new cards, characters? Like, are there new mechanisms that would make it like you shouldn't play this before you've played the other one?
No, not at all. And honestly, like if I was between if I did not own the original and I was between one of the two, I didn't know which one to get, I would honestly recommend people get this one. I think the factions are more thematic. I think the actions on the cards and the special abilities and stuff are more interesting in this one. I think it's more balanced because there's nothing in the original rule book that says, hey, we recommend that you play this one first, but if you want a more balanced experience, play this one or this version of the game rather. But this one, right off the bat, this one being the Clone Wars edition, is so tight right off the bat, and it's not more complicated. I just think it's more interesting, honestly. And that interesting comes from the balanced gameplay and the thematic factions.
Is the timeline here on BGG? How would you say that? That's a pretty wide range, 30 to 90. I feel like for a deck builder, it should be pretty tight.
And to be fair, I've played this a lot. 90. I don't know if I've ever gone 90 minutes. I think because there's different modes that you can play. Maybe that's a better word for it. Like the different modes that you can play, widely range. Right. If I'm playing first to 3 bases destroyed, the game goes super fast. Like it flies by. If I'm playing, the entire base deck, which is, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 cards, then it might take a little bit longer, but I have never gone 90 minutes. I think the sweet spot is you play first to 5 bases in both the original and this Clone Wars edition, because it just like, it allows the Republic to get their wheels going a little bit. And when we played this, and to be fair, I've only played this once. It came down to the very last card played. Like if I had one more card, or if I like would have done one more thing, I would have won. And I think my brother-in-law won, I think. And I had like just like gone for broke. One last card would have done it for me. And he was like, "Oh, you don't have any ships guarding your base, like here's one card," and he like destroyed me by 1 perfect health. Like it was it was so tight, so close, so
what thematic. A well balanced game.
Yeah, I mean these games have like received lots of praises. I think they are phenomenal.
8.0 rating. I mean, that's anything above 8 is something to take a look at, in my opinion.
Yeah. And these are like readily available too. Like I know that Fantasy Flight and like Asmodee, kind of some of their games are harder to get your hands on, but Star Wars deck building game, I've seen it like it might be in big box. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in Target and stuff. So with an IP like Star Wars, it's readily available, and you can go out and pick it up, and it's not all that expensive, and you can get so much bang for your buck out of this game. I really enjoy this one.
Now, how was the play? All right, you played it with your, what you said, brother-in-law?
Yeah.
What did he think?
Oh, this is like probably his favorite game.
Oh, really?
He's a big Star Wars guy. He loves Star Wars, loves the IP. He is very passionate about the Clone Wars, particularly. Loves the Clone Wars. Like, he got a the Venator ship, like the big red Republic ship, and he was like so hyped up. He's like, I'm going for the Venator. Like, spent all of his resources on it. Like, he's getting all excited about all the characters when they came out.
That's perfect.
The funny thing about this one, you had it pulled up earlier, but Jar Jar Binks is a free card. Does not cost any resources. And what you do is when you play him,
yep, there he is. You
can play him, and then when he's done, you can like throw him into your opponent's discard pile to like clog up their deck. And you're just like passing this like Jar Jar Binks card back and forth. I just think it's so funny. Like, just little things like that are
favorite character
bring so much
there.
Bring so much character to this game. I love it.
What, the Jar Jar hate's crazy, man.
I do have one iconography question here.
Yes.
What's going on with so you got the gold with the number, that's how much it costs to buy it off of the row. What are the numbers underneath it? Like, those are the bonus powers, I'm guessing, underneath?
Yeah, so each card has a cost associated with it, which is the gold number. Then you've got 3 kind of categories. You've got attack, you've got resources generated, and you've got impact to the force. So, like, you look at Ayla Sakura right there. She's got 2 attack power. She will influence the force towards you once, so you can move it 1 space on the scale towards you. And then she's got a special ability in the bottom, like in the actual text. And so when you play a card, you can gather resources if it generates resources. You can use its special ability, and you kind of like turn it sideways to say, like, I've used this special ability. And then you can allocate her for attack as well. And so, like, you get all the benefits of it. And it's just kind of like an order of operations thing that you kind of keep track of, but it's really not all that complicated. You're playing 5 cards out of your hand at any given time. And sometimes, like, the Separatists will end up with more as you're buying droids or whatever, but they're not all that complicated. And the rules are very simple. The cards, I think, explain it very well. There was one actually with Obi-Wan Kenobi that we got a little hung up on, but the internet is undefeated, and we looked it up real quick, and it was like an easy fix. So, dude, I would recommend this game to anybody that likes deck builders, anybody that likes Star Wars. This game is like great for beginners. Star Wars, the Clone Wars edition. I already own the base game, and I'm probably going to pick this one up eventually because I just think this game is so tight and so perfect.
Wait, this was your brother-in-law's game?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He ordered it.
Nice.
He ordered it to my house because he loves this game so much.
So he ordered this just to play with you?
Yes.
Wow. And he's going to keep it then.
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure.
That's when you know you've made it, when people are ordering board games to your house to play with you, so then they can take it away.
That's right.
You have
really,
you've peaked, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, really what he did was just he wanted to play a game, and he's like, Travis will teach me this game.
Yeah. But I taught him the original Star Wars deck building game, and he was like hooked immediately. Like, every time he came over, he wanted to play that game. And I'm like, oh, but I have all these other like cool 2-player games. He's like, no, we're going for Star Wars. So this is like his jam. And I love playing this one, so I don't mind it at all.
Yeah,
online adaptations? Any online adaptations?
No, I don't think so. That it would be smart. I'm sure it's on a tabletop simulator or whatever, but man, the box is like so small. It's relatively inexpensive. It's worth picking up and just keeping on a shelf because this game is so great.
Jared, if you want to come close to this, you should definitely check out Star Realms, the app. Like, it is similar enough that you'll get a feel for, like, I don't know if you've ever played just like a combat centric deck builder like this, where it's just kind of like building up your own little battle engine and just cycling through the cards. But Star Realms is a lot of fun.
Pokemon has always been since I was a young lad.
Yeah. Download Star Realms and play it. You'll dig it. And you play Star Realms, and then this is just, in my opinion, just Star Realms, but a little more interesting.
Yeah. And I feel like more engaging because you actually like know these characters or have some frame of reference for who they are versus like a bunch of random aliens from Star Realms. So
the blob fleet or whatever the heck it is in Star Realms.
That is a great digital adaptation though, is that Star Realms app is really good. So yeah. So that was Star Wars, the deck building game, Clone Wars edition. Did we do it?
I think we did it, but I just have one just quick thing. Can I just quickly go over to the fence and just let you guys know I am fully committed for World Series of board gaming. I bought my ticket and I have a seat at the table of Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Oh,
yeah. Nice.
It's happening, boys. It's happening. I'll see you in Vegas.
I'm so excited.
God. We need to talk logistics, guys.
Yeah,
okay.
We do.
Well, not on this episode.
No, not on this episode. We'll save the people. All right.
Well,
that was awesome, Travis. Thank you.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Operation Game Night. I have been Travis. He has been Clay. He has been Jared. We're all together finally at last. And we're out.